Gorgeous. Welcome. Oh, I think the phone's a little crooked. Hey, what can you do? I'm gonna leave it. Coming into whatever seat your body calls for today. Go ahead and let the palms feel up and down your legs. Just kind of start to notice this bottom half of your body. And as you do so, gently shut the eyes down. And then the hands will make their way to your hips. You can kind of touch on your back body from the hips and then around to your belly and just start to compress all the way up your torso, your chest, your heart, your armpit chest. And you're going to make your way with your hands up to your shoulders, grabbing the shoulders, the forearms. And while you do so, lengthen the breath and then start to crawl your hands behind your back so you're going to come into this super juicy self-love hug. Take a full breath in, lengthen the spine, anchor the sit bones. Full breath out, stay. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the throat. Exhale, drop the chin, hug yourself a little bit deeper. Inhale, chin lifts. Exhale, gently release the hands, tuck the chin slightly, draw the crown of the head up to the sky, come into a seated meditation. You can slide into it with a little bit of wiggle side to side with your shoulders, roll them out a bit. Notice whatever your sleep was, got your body in the way that it is now, and it might be super loosey-goosey open, or it might be tender in certain areas. So just sit here with your eyes softly closed. Start to acknowledge what is today, what is now, what is present. Been working our way through digestion this week if you've been to any of the prior sessions, and it was kind of a broad topic of digestion on Monday, and Wednesday we focused a little bit more on the emotional aspect of digestion and just digesting emotions in general, and now I want to really start to sink into the connection between both brains. Our brain and our gut brain. So continuing to lengthen the breath and be fine-tune the alignment of your meditation seat. Let the eyes relax into the third eye. Gut-brain axis is the line of communication between your central nervous system, your brain, and your spinal cord, with your enteric nervous system, which involves hormones, nerves that reside in your gastrointestinal tract, aka your gut. The microbiome in your gut is responsible for regulating your immune system, digestion, and converting food to energy. It also produces neurochemicals that communicate with your brain. These chemicals regulate your mental processes such as mood, memory, and learning. The gut produces 95% of your body's serotonin, the neurotransmitter that influences mood. So channel all your awareness up into that brain and your noggin. Relaxing the eyes a little deeper than the third eye. Slide the awareness to the back of the brain and slowly down, baby, down the back of the neck. the spinal cord. You're going to slowly travel the awareness down the spine, the upper back, the middle back. Down, down, down you go. And then wrap the awareness around the front of your belly and into your gut. And then just start to observe this circuit, this up and down the spine, to the brain, to the other brain. Next inhale, bring your awareness to your hands and slide one hand with its fingers just below your belly button and the other hand just above your third eye center. Relax the gaze, relax the eyelids, soften all the muscles around the eyes. From the fingers on the head to the fingers on the belly, continue your awareness up and down through the spinal column into each surface area. There's no wrong way to do this. If it's not resonating, just continue with the breath and feel the expansiveness in the body. To say the brain is the first brain and the gut brain is the second brain, but I think when we experience life in its rawest form, it's our bellies and our hearts and the pits of our guts that we feel things the most, whether it's the nervous butterflies or like the anxious whatevers that happen in the belly area. So kind of harmonizing the two with the breath by just having points of contact on both. And then noticing if as you sit here your legs become tense, if you start to lean way forward, if you start to think more about the arm that is lifted up and touching because it's sensational, it starts to burn, it takes effort to hold the arm here. A few more breaths, really long, spacious. Breathe in, fill up. As you exhale, slide your left hand to your right knee. Maintain contact with the body as you go. And then slide the right hand behind you. You're not going to twist the body so quickly. You're going to tent the fingers and inhale, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, gear your heart towards the right, but not trying to get it all the way behind you. So this is going to be a very gentle, unforced twist. Continuing the awareness between the gut brain and the brain, long spine. Uniting the forces. Notice if the left shoulder is really hunching forward, and keep pulling the left shoulder blade back behind the body so the heart can lift and be free here. Soften the legs, soften the jaw. Full breath in, fill up. Stay for the breath out. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly release. Slide the right hand to the left knee and the left hand behind you. Maintain contact with your body as you go. Make it sensual Friday. Tent the fingers, lengthen your whole human first before you go anywhere. Breathe in. And exhale, shine the heart left without force, with a sincere amount of delicacy. Notice if the right shoulder hunches forward. Draw it back, lift your collarbones, breathe full. Relax your thighs and hips down. Full round. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, gently release. Hands on the belly, take a full breath in, smile. And exhale, release. Travel the hands down the knees and bring your hips, well, not your hips, bring your knees on top of each other. We're gonna bring our right foot over to the right and then stack your left knee on top of your right knee. And your knees might be way, way, way up to get this to happen. Your knees might not necessarily be in line at all. Doesn't matter. Find the energy of stacking knees and what it looks like for you. It's perfect. And then start to bring some awareness to the arches of your feet with your hands. Maybe you make some knuckles and knees side to side. And then if it's available, as you're moving side to side here, you can start to incorporate having one arm up. If the hips are screaming and they're like, bro, we need support, then keep your hands down on the earth. But if the hips have more to give, you can reach one arm up at a time and breathe with that. Custom crafting it and keeping this golden rod of connection between the brains. And really bringing a lot of awareness down mainly into the gut brain and what it can offer us if we listen. Relax those legs as you move into your upper body. Full breath in and a full breath out. One more, maybe you sink a little deeper into the hips here. And slowly right back out of that. Bring the soles of the feet to the earth and give your legs a little shake. Maybe you pound the sides of your bum out. And now we're gonna slide lefty under righty. And travel righty over lefty. And maybe the legs, again, maybe they're up and high. Maybe you feel like way wonkapotamus. It's okay, be with it. Be with where you are. And let that be okay. Easier said than done. Okay, knuckles into the arches of the feet if that feels right. And then rocking with the momentum of the torso, and maybe you find cylinders, maybe you find seaweed, shoulders, neck rolls, arm reaches. The sky is the limit, my dudes. So find what feels good, and if the eyes are open and wandering, let those puppies shut down. We do not need them right now. Notice if you're squeezing your legs or you're trying to quote unquote save yourself from this moment because it's intense, and relax the bottom half of your being. Also notice if with the eyes closed, it's a forced close, and allow the eyes to flutter within your eyelids. Find some lightness. Full breath in. And a full breath out. Gorgeous. Find some depth. Dig deeper into this moment. Make it sensational. Gently back on out of that. Soles of the feet to the earth. Knees be a rockin' and a wiggling. Fists be a bumpin'. Catching me on a goofy one, guys. Alright. What do we got on the clock? Cool. Take your feet as wide as feels okay here, without feeling forced. And you're gonna have some bend in the knees, and we're just gonna find a little freedom here. And one leg's gonna straighten and your torso will go the other way and then into it. And when you hit the sensation, you'll bend a little bit and find your moment here. Sway the torso, keep the heart lifting. Notice the seriousness on your face if there is some, and let it go. Gorgeous. We're only here in the back of the legs and in the hips in this way for a few more breaths, so make them count. Feel sultry, feel sensual in your being. Of the hands, draw the legs back up and together, and come into a seat. And we're going to spend a moment cracking our hearts open, because it's part of the pathway from the brain to the brain is the heart, right? So bring your hands on your chest and feel all 4 fingers pressing into the space between your collarbones, your sternum. Take a full breath in, press. As you exhale, slide the hands across your chest towards your shoulders. Twice more. Slide the hands all the way behind the body, interlace the hands behind the back, reach the knuckles down. Notice if you're falling forward, I just was. So flip your hips up, 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 up until your heart is over your hips. Knuckles reaching down, legs relaxed. Eyes flutter into the back of your head. Full breath in, knuckles reach down, crown lifts long. And exhale the hands, bring them to your knees. Find a sense of ease, a sense of softness in this seat. And invite the next 120 seconds of your life to be right in this very tactile experience with your bodily functions, your breath, your heart rate, and visualizing the energy stemming up and down the spine from your belly to your brain, to your belly to your brain. creating that connection. Softer with yourself. Where can you drop judgments? Where can you lean in? Where can you step out? Travel your left hand, or let's do opposite. Whatever you did at the beginning of your practice, bring the opposite arm to the belly and the opposite arm to the head. If you can't remember, don't worry about it. Ooh, actually, I just had an intuitive guide. Slide the hands to the back body, so the finger will go on the back of the head and the back of the hand will go on the lower back of your body. Both elbows opening back so the heart and chest are lifting. Inhale all your awareness into your belly, your brain belly. As you exhale, travel the awareness up the spine into the brain. Inhale for the brain. Exhale, travel down the spine into the belly. Inhale into your belly. Exhale, travel up the spine into the brain. Inhale into the brain. Exhale down the spine into the belly. Slide both hands onto the front of the belly. Breathe in, expand the belly big. Breathe out, bring your hands to heart, bow. Thank you so much for joining me this morning with this gentle, easy practice for connecting our brain and our belly. I appreciate you guys. Happy Friday. I look forward to catching you on Monday morning. And if you've been with me for sessions prior in the week, thank you so much for sharing the week where I hit 100 classes of quarantine with me. Crazy. Have a rockin' day, you guys. If you want some active practice in your life, drink a little tea and do a little writing for the next half hour. And at 9:30, I'm tuning back in and we're gonna do 50 minutes of getting deep.